You know that I'm an only child. Yes. I know I've said it here once or twice, but some people still don't know. And I didn't become an only child because my parents didn't want more children. They wanted more. But something happened. And I'm going to share my story with you guys today. When you go to check for your genotype, your blood group, please check for rhesus factor incompatibility. Check if you have rhesus factor or not. Because it's either you have it or you don't have it, and you're born with it. It's not a disease. It's just an extra thing that is attached to your blood. Now, where the problem usually lies is if you have rhesus factor, you are rhesus factor positive. If you don't have it, you are rhesus factor negative. Now, the wahala is in when a woman that is rhesus factor negative gets pregnant for a man who is rhesus factor positive. That means the woman is the person who doesn't have it. If you and your husband have it, there's no problem. If both of you don't have it, there's no problem. If you have it and your husband does not have it, there is no problem. But the problem is when you, the woman that will carry the pregnancy, doesn't have it. And that was exactly what happened with my parents. My mom doesn't have rhesus factor in her blood. My dad has. But this rhesus factor does not really show itself during the first pregnancy. So that is why I am here. Now, what do I mean? When you get pregnant for that first time for that man, there's every high possibility that that baby will carry the father's blood, which has rhesus factor. Follow me so that you understand what I'm trying to say. Now, the baby has the father's blood and is growing inside you that doesn't have the rhesus factor. All right? If this baby keeps growing, the baby is going to be exchanging things with you. And your blood will now notice that this baby has something that we don't have. This is a foreign something. And your body will start producing antibodies to fight that thing that is in the baby's blood. But you won't even have any problem. You carry the pregnancy to term, you give birth normally. And then when you've given birth, your body has developed antibodies because of this baby. And they think that foreign something they saw in the baby's blood is danger, so they're trying to fight it. Now you've had this baby, those antibodies are still in your body. There is a medication you are supposed to take to immunize you, to cleanse your blood of those antibodies. If not, from the next pregnancy, they will start fighting it. It's either you miscarry or the baby dies few hours after birth, because the red blood cells of that baby will be destroyed faster than they should, and the baby will die. That is why you start seeing she gave birth and he died. She miscarried and miscarried again and miscarried. Yes, because the woman's body is now fighting her babies because of those antibodies produced then. And that was what happened. I have rhesus factor because I carried it from my dad. But my mom doesn't have it. So after she gave birth to me, the next pregnancies became stories. We kept bearing babies and she having miscarriages up and down. Rhesus factor can cause tears if you don't know what it is. It's not an issue once you know about the medication. And because I don't prescribe things online, I'm not going to tell you the name of the medication. But when you go to the hospital, they will tell you what it is and you buy it. I think one is actually almost 50,000 naira now for one. And you're supposed to take two. You will take one during 28 weeks of pregnancy. And then immediately after birth, you will take the remaining one. So once you have this injection, you're good to go. And when you take it, that means you've cleansed your blood and you're ready for the next pregnancy. You get pregnant again, you take it when you give birth in readiness for another baby. So you keep taking it until you give birth to the number of children you want. So, but when you don't know about it, that is where you see people going to prayer houses, trying to pray away the spirit of miscarriage and burying babies. Or healing at spiritual. Most times it's just ignorance. Yes. And I don't know how nobody discovered what it was, because the rhesus factor has been there for years. So I don't know how my parents didn't get to know about it. It was even when I became a nurse that I got to know what it was, and then I traced it And I found out that that was what happened. By then, it was late. My father was already long gone. So don't fall into that trap that my parents fell into. Know what it is now. Women are getting aware of it every day by day. When they come to give birth, they come with their injection. They will even be the one that will tell you, "No, I came with my injection." No. Once they give birth, you give it to them and you go home safe and sound. So Rhesus factor is small, but it can cause a lot of havoc. So know what it is. It won't stop you from getting married to who you want to get married to. It's not like genotype that is an issue in getting married. No, it doesn't matter. If your husband have it and you don't have it, no problem. You can get married. But just keep your money handy to buy the injection. Once you get pregnant, go and buy it and keep. 28 weeks, you take the first dose. After birth, within 72 hours, you take the second dose. Chicken,